Just a few miles off the California coast, directly west of the San Francisco Bay, we are riding a lively summer breeze that is moving inland. Our extraordinary journey follows the maritime breeze east toward the Livermore Valley, a unique grape-growing region where the climate is directly influenced by cool air from the Pacific Ocean. This maritime breeze gives the Livermore Valley its temperate climate. During the summer, California's coastal waters are actually colder than the Atlantic Ocean. This is due to two factors. The cold water current from the north flows parallel to the coast of Oregon and California, and the phenomenon of upwelling that occurs in the summer causes colder water from the ocean's depths to rise to the surface. This combination of the California current and upwelling creates another favorable influence along Northern California's coast: fog. In the early hours of warm summer days, fog moves inland, bringing cool air to the coastal valleys, including the vineyards in the Livermore Valley. These remarkable climatic conditions inspired the quote by American author Mark Twain, rumored to say, "The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco." This type of Mediterranean climate is known to be favorable for the production of fine wines. California is one of just a few wine-growing regions worldwide to be favored with these conditions, enjoying a temperate climate influenced by sea breezes. Other regions blessed with this climate include southern Italy, Spain, the central coast of Chile, the tip of South Africa, and parts of southwestern Australia. In the San Francisco Bay Area, there are several historic wine regions, including Livermore Valley, Napa Valley, and Sonoma. The Livermore Valley is characterized by two geographic factors. First, it is the only coastal valley directly east of the San Francisco Bay. In addition, while most other valleys in California lie on a north-south axis, Livermore Valley's east-west positioning allows it to receive the unique benefit of daily maritime breezes flowing inland from the Pacific Ocean. This orientation and proximity to the bay allows cool air to flow easily into the valley. Following the breeze eastward, we fly over canyons and creeks, finally passing over the side of hilly ridges to enter the Livermore Valley appellation. The valley floor of the region is higher than many coastal valleys in California, which enhances the temperate effect of the maritime climate. Temperatures decrease as elevation increases. Simply put, elevation moderates climate. When a typical summer day begins in the Bay Area, temperatures in the coastal valleys are usually similar to the ocean and bay temperatures. After the sun has been up for a few hours, the Central Valley warms up significantly, triggering the daily maritime breeze. As inland temperatures increase, the rising air causes atmospheric low pressure, pulling the colder air mass from above the ocean and bay across the Livermore Valley. Replacing the warm air of the Central Valley, this causes a cool down, or natural air conditioning. The daily temperature variation favors wine quality, due to the balance between vine photosynthesis during the day and respiration during the night. Livermore Valley grapes develop sugar, color, aroma, and flavor while maintaining natural acids, vital to a well-balanced wine. From the first bud break in the spring to harvest in the fall, Livermore Valley growers closely monitor the development of their grapes. While climate is the main factor regulating the tempo of grape growth for any given grape variety, the topography of the terrain, soil, and farming techniques also play key roles. The interaction of these factors is complex, controlling the character and quality of the wines. The French refer to this as goût de terroir, or taste of the land. Terroir expresses a sense of place, as local conditions of land, Climate, culture, and technique create attributes specific to a region. Influenced by the gravelly, well-drained soils, the relative high altitude of the valley, and the daily cooling summer breezes, Livermore Valley grapes yield deeply colored, elegant red wines with complex fruit character, structured tannins, and a long, pleasant finish, with the promise of aging for many years in the bottle. The white wines are equally well-balanced, with subtle yet complex aromas and flavors, and a firm, rounded impression on the palate. Livermore Valley is celebrated as one of the oldest wine regions in California and is recognized for introducing a diverse mix of grape varietals from France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. Vineyard growth began in the region in 1882, when Charles Wetmore, Secretary of the California Viticultural Commission, opened his Cresta Blanca winery in Livermore. He recognized that the valley's terroir was strikingly similar to the premier vineyards of Bordeaux. In 1889, he stunned the world as Wetmore's Livermore Valley Dry White Wine won the Grand Prix at the International Paris Exposition, becoming the first California wine to win a competition in France. In 1883, two other viticulture pioneers, Carl H. Wente and James Concannon, also purchased prime acreage in the Livermore Valley. Wente Vineyards and Concannon Vineyard have become legendary trailblazers in the California wine industry. Wente Vineyards is the pioneer of California Chardonnay. With fruit from the 1936 vintage, Wente released the nation's first bottling with the varietal name Chardonnay printed on the label. Today, Chardonnay is the #1 wine grape in California, with over 100,000 acres planted, the majority of which are either the distinguished Wente Clone 4 or another of the esteemed Wente Chardonnay clones. Concannon Vineyard is the pioneer of California Cabernet Sauvignon and Petite Syrah. In 1961, Concannon introduced America's first varietally labeled Petite Syrah. The celebrated Concannon Cabernet clones 7, 8, and 11 helped California Cabernet achieve international recognition and are still the most widely planted Cabernet clones in California. In the last 30 years, important changes in the Livermore Valley have added a new dimension to the history of the region. A modern read of the topography has shown a change in the planting of vineyards. Growers are moving beyond traditional sites on the valley floor to the rolling hills that surround the valley. New irrigation technology has made it possible to nurture vines in hillside locations that were previously difficult to cultivate. Along with the new hillside plantings, growers and winemakers have also expanded beyond the more familiar Bordeaux and Rhone varietals, working with new grape varieties such as Tempranillo from Spain, Barbera from Italy, and Touriga from Portugal. Livermore Valley's unique orientation and coastal location are expressed across various microclimates. This topography, combined with the skill of the vintners, allows us to successfully grow and produce a wide range of quality red and white wines. The future of Livermore Valley is bright, as promising as it was when the first growers settled here in the early days of California's winemaking history. This is the taste of our terroir, and the reason wine growers have farmed Livermore Valley for generations.